So I guess the enveloping question is, how do we face aggression and turmoil and things in our life that we I don't know, recognize as less than ideal, I guess. The yelling.
Yeah, yeah, everything is just happening, but it's never really happening to anybody. It's just happening. And there is a saying as well, and concepts arising, labels arising in the seeing as a result of the knowledge and the memory that, oh, this is the situation, this is so and so, this is the computer screen, this is the space, this is the room, you know. But the seeing itself, it has nobody behind. It has no seer that sees. It's just seeing. So everything that is appearing, when it is seen from that empty space, that's seeing alone, without the seer, without the imaginary seer, it is seen that it's just an expression of this. This seeing is expressing as everything. So everything is beautiful. Everything is okay. There is already no experiencer. The experiencer is imaginary. The experiencer somehow is memorized in a way. It's memorized. It's just memorized in a memory that is not even there. It's just there is already no child who is experiencing anything. There is already no entity behind that is experiencing anything. This what is isn't being experienced by anyone. It's just what seems to be happening. And it's going away. There's nowhere to get to. There's nothing to be done. There's just this. Everything. Sound, stillness, blinking, waiting, expectation, hope, hopelessness. So there's nobody behind anything. There's just what appears and disappears. So an individual has never appeared. An individual is imagined by no one. There's no individual who's listening to this. There's no individual who's watching this. There's no individual who's getting anywhere. There's just simply this. Nothing being everything. It can never be known. It can never be gotten. It can never be understood because there's no one who's separate from this. To know, to understand, to get it. There's just this already. So you can call this energy, so boundless energy, spaciousness, wholeness, everything. It doesn't really matter. Those words here are seen as just concepts. This as it is already worthless. Even before what seems to be a description may arise, is already here. It's just here. There's nothing, requiring no words to describe it, because it's beyond any description. It is already worthless. It is already what it is, with or without words. So there's already nothing to find. There's already nothing to look for. There's already nothing to be done. There's just this, which is already everything. There's nobody or there's no one to know that there's no one already. So this is empty. This is empty. This is full. Because it's everything. They're just bodies moving around, birds flying, mountains, trees, but they are empty. They are empty. There is no real chance there. There is no real Ngosi here. There's just what is emptiness expressing. This is just a body. This is just a, it's not written Ngosi Azikwela. It's just a body. There can be labels. Let's say, oh, Ngosi Azikwela arising.
How do you pronounce your damn name? Nkosiyazi Kowela?
Ngosi Azikwela, yes.
Never asked you how to pronounce your last name. The first one I guessed could guess pretty well, but sorry.
Yeah.
Needed to put you in the right box.
Kwela means climb,
Oh yeah.
to climb.
So my last name
Ngosi
is
Azi.
pronounced. My last name is pronounced hike, like go take a hike. So you can hike the climb.
Nice.
My middle name is Krishna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hippie parents.
What's the meaning of Krishna?
Krishna, like the god.
Oh yeah. Nice. Nice.
Or the guy, or whatever it was. The label.
Yeah. Beautiful label.
I meditate in the morning, I get up and I try to wake up and I get some tea and then I read I Am That and I sit and the mind bubbles up its little imaginings, you know, little egoic things about the day or things I got to do or just daydreaming or whatever. And I watch that happening and watch the space. Know, always know that there's a concreteness beyond this, beyond what I see and beyond what's bubbling up that I just sort of need to get to. I don't know that I need to get to it, but that's the purpose of the meditation. So eventually that bubbling settles down without having to, you know, squelch it. It just spins out. And I sit with the stillness. Or this, what I kind of conceive as this concrete matter everywhere, you know. I've started to think of it more as being less space and less energy and just being just a concrete thing everywhere. And so I touch that awareness. And through our conversations, I've come to sort of understand that that place is what I used to call God, right? As a kid. Sometimes I feel God when I when the snow has just fallen. You got to get somewhere where there's snow on Coast. It's really amazing. When snow just falls, it's just like everything is so still and blanket. And you just feel the stillness and the wetness in the air, big chunks of white stuff falling from the sky. Um, but it started to sort of dawn on me that perception as a kid of a God, you know, is not so far off. And the experience of it, you know, it's not a conscious being over there, but it's all consciousness and it's nothing but being. And it's
Yeah.
pervasive. And I can now understand, that it's me too. But those distinctions don't really have any meaning. You know, it's just all there. And it's the only thing that's there. So I take that and I rest in it. And then I leave that alone. You know, there's no shoulds, there's no gottas, there's no destination beyond making time for that in the morning. It permeates my day, and sometimes throughout the day when I've got my little things to do, I don't take the things I do as seriously, you know, but I still lose myself in them because that's my job and that's who this thing is, this expression of it. And as things come up that either bother me or entice me throughout the day, um, if I indulge in fury or gluttony or whatever, maybe not, but there's a space where I watch it.
Yeah.
And it's not so much a chore. It's just what is.
Beautiful. Yeah, the space where what seems to be good or bad, the space where that is being watched from, that space is unchanging, doesn't change. The changeful may seem to play, but when the changeful is playing, the unchanging space backdrop is always there, you know, constant, doesn't change. So the attention sometimes, most of the time, goes to the changeful. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I don't like that. But it never turns around to to see who's really watching. What about the watcher? Let's forget about the activity and all that, but that which is watching. Not talking about the commentator, the one who says, "Oh, I don't like it," or "Oh, I wish," you know. That's that is always late. Even that is being watched from that space. The commentator says, "I'm hungry. I'm so hungry." That is being watched from the when that is it is when it is seen clearly that everything is being watched from that space, which is not somebody, which is doesn't have a watcher. Then it is also seen that even that which seems to be playing changeful, good and bad, apparently, is just this space appearing as that as well. So it's already this appearing as that. So everything seems just beautiful. It's okay. So if a person is talking very angry, frustrated, you know, cursing, insulting, it is seen that it's just everything. This space appearing as that. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. So somehow the conversations, become very polite, very, very light, when when everything is being watched from that space, as that space. And everything that's going on seems just a play. It's not taken seriously. When this appears as somebody, or when this appears as its own as its own limited aspect of itself, then it may seem as if, oh, this is bad, or I don't like what's happening. You know, I wish I could, be in a quiet place and but when it is seen, this, uh, when this as it is, as whole, in complete vastness, it doesn't matter whether there is walking in the busy streets, sound, cars hooting, everything is okay because it's just what it is expressing, you know, doesn't really matter. It may seem to matter if there's someone who there's imaginary someone, who's, who thinks he's living life, was born one day, I'm here, this is this person. Yet everything is an expression of this. That's not to say it's good or bad. It's just what appears to happen. It's beautiful. There is never really anyone there to get anything or not. There's just this. You know, that's pressing is that every sound, every movement, every feeling, sensation is already this. Boundless energy, boundless aliveness, expressing as that. So there are no real people. There are no real mountains. There are no real animals. There's no real time. There's no today, tomorrow, yesterday, last month, last year, next year. It is just this. In a way, everything seems to be appearing now. And this now is not a moment in time. It's just eternal now. Because you say, um, when the evening comes or when the morning comes, I will do this and that. But when the morning comes, and then you say, now I'm doing this. Never say morning, you know. Even when the evening comes, you say, now I'm doing this. Tomorrow, now I'm doing this. So I would say eternal, now is eternal.
Eternal life.
Yes,
Chris
eternal
said.
life. Yes. It is as well a word that is appearing in this. It's just a word. So this is already uh, beautiful, and it's beyond any description. Can never really describe this. This is everything already. There is no escape. There's nothing to collapse. Yeah. There's nothing to fall away. There's nobody there to die or to disappear. There's just this. Death and birth is imagined. It's just a thought. There's nobody to die. just a voice that seems to say, "Oh, I will die. I was born, now I will die." It's just a voice in the head. It is empty. There's no one there to really die. There is no self to find, and there's no finder. There's just nothing. What are you without the memory, without the past? Who are you now, without the memory, imaginary memory, the imaginary past? Is there you, even now? Without referring to the past.
You used a word earlier. You said memorizer. That's just the memorizer. Do you have these little do you have ads on TV there?
That's,
Ads, advertisements. Do you have television?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There's this ad that they have on television for what they call an Energizer Bunny. And it was just this advertising for how good the batteries were in this bunny rabbit. It has this pink bunny rabbit had sunglasses and it beat a drum because it had a battery in it. And it just expression was just sort of it just keeps going and going and going. So the batteries are called energizers, and this was called the Energizer Bunny. And it reminded me of what you said, the memorizer. The memorizer is like the Energizer Bunny, just as just has this wiring and then energy is supplied and just boom, 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 does what it does, beats its drum and keeps going, going, going.
Yeah.
The memorizer, which is part of this, keeps going, keeps going.
Yeah.
So there's that too. This memorizer is also part of this.
Yes. Yes. It is. It is.
Somebody asked Ramana Maharshi once, do you have an ego? He says, oh, of course I do. Where would I put it? How would I get rid of it? Where would I put it?
Ah,
But it appears as if some cases there's an awareness that's strong enough beyond the memorizer, that effectively extinguishes it. It appears as if that's the case. I'm watching Mr. Koala here.
Yeah.
So that sounds appealing for nobody.
Yeah, very beautiful words. Yeah, the memorizer, uh, it seems to be there, but it's never really there. It's an appearance that never even appeared. Mm. Yet everything is an expression of this. So everything is beautiful.
You can't really fight. Seems useful to look beyond. Memorizer.
Yeah. Yeah, everything seems to be happening, but there's no doer behind anything. There can be a memorizing happening, but there is no memorizer. There can be thinking happening, but there's no thinker. Even what seems to be the thinker is just thinking happening. There's nobody behind anything. Even the one who claims to be the doer of things is just what's happening.
No blame, no credit.
So, sorry.
No blame and no credit.
Yeah,
Nobody to blame, nobody to credit.
yeah, exactly. There is never not this. Everything is this already. What is this? This is nothing. Appearing is everything. and it's not appearing for anybody. This is just a play. This is just a show for nobody. There's nobody who's watching the show. There's nobody who's watching the play. Even when it seems as if there's a watcher, there's nobody who's watching. It's just what's happening. So everything is this. So within this, anything may arise. Yeah, meditation may arise. Reciting mantras may arise. Investigation may arise. Looking may arise. Searching, seeking. So nothing is really suppressed. There's no suppression. It's even when there's suppression, that's this too appearing as that. It's not an evidence that there's somebody if there seems to be a suppression. The sense of being somebody is just what is appearing as that. So trying to get rid of that sense is also just this appearing as that. When there's no sense of being somebody, it's just also what is appearing as that. The energetic shift happening is just also what is appearing as that. Seeing from that as that, which is unknowable, is just also everything.
Seeing from that as that. Lost that one. I have to go back and look at that one. I was with you most of the way.
So to come again?
I didn't quite get what you said, how you ended that. I'll have to go back and look at the recording.
Yeah, there is seeing, but there is no seer. There is no seer. Any direction might be taken here. So everything can be imagined. That's not to say it's wrong or right. It's just what appears to happen. There may be playing around with concepts happening. the journey, the imaginary journey happening, that can be enjoyed too. The process, that can be enjoyed too. But there's no somebody behind that who's really enjoying. It's just also what is this wholeness enjoying. If there's an interest to to work with the wood, cut the wood, to design beautiful things, that's this too, appearing as that, expressing as that, and that can be enjoyed. And it is just also this enjoying, you know? So everything is okay. Everything is exactly as it is, but there's no doer of things, of anything. Everything is empty. The movement, walking, is empty. There's no walker. There's just walking happening. Thinking happening. Sitting on a chair happening. So these bodies are moving around, going to different places, but here it is seen that they are really going nowhere. And they are just boundless energy appearing to move, to dance, just like the sea when there are waves. It's just the sea appearing to dance, waves going on, happening. So there's no separation. So there's already no you to be there already. There's just this. There's nobody to rise above anything. There's nobody to reach anything. There's nobody to be misled already. There's nobody to be behind anything. There's nobody to find enlightenment. There's just this. Excuse So this is nothing happening. I think my battery, still okay. Still okay.
Your laptop's okay?
Sorry, come again?
The laptop is okay?
Yeah, I thought my battery was low, but it's still 21%. Yeah, still okay. Yeah. The network seems to be good today.
Yeah. Last week was pretty weird. It
Yeah.
was like stop motion in Kosi.
Yeah, before I started the Zoom, I click on the link. I just decided to issue a command that it shouldn't do what it did. Just somehow it's listened.
So, when we bought our house, uh, I never saw it. I didn't see it when we bought it. Um, Melissa met my mom here, um, and they just looked for houses. And they were going to say, we have 1 week to buy a house, essentially. Because that was the week that Melissa was down here with my mom. And it was the part in the market when everybody kind of knew that interest rates were going to rise. So there was just a feeding frenzy. Like every house that was on the market for sale was just like bombarded with people trying to buy it. But this one was kind of farther out. And, I had like one request. I said, I want some forest around the house, let's have it be out, outer if possible, and some forest around the house. But this place was like nobody was showing it, no one was seeing it, and like the realtor was like, "Look, I can't really take you out there. I can take you out there for just a minute, for just you've got 15 minutes to look at the house." And my mother like ran out into the forest and said, "In the name of Jesus, I declare this property for my son." This place is perfect for us. It's just perfect.
Nice.
I
Beautiful.
think I might have asked you to do some declarations as well. I can't remember. But anyway, that's what happened.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Beautiful. That can be, that can be done as well, anything can arise, Whatever you want, somehow you can just command it, come to you, command it. There's that authority there that makes things happen. Just a command, a simple command. Putting that energy in those words, then things will seem to unfold, to happen. just as you say. Yes. There's nothing impossible.
No one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Nkosi, I think I'm gonna go get some dinner.
Okay.
It's about time for you to walk your auntie to the bus stop anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah. She's getting ready.
yeah. Thank you so much. This one was great.
Always welcome.
Yeah.
Always.
Okay. Talk to you next week.
Yeah, definitely.